Housing Know Your Rights, group homes or community residential units.
Hi, I'm Jane. I live in a CAU, and maybe you do too. I know an advocate called Pauline who can tell us about the CAU. Take it away, Pauline.
Hi Jane. CRUs or community residential units are group homes for people with a disability where staff provide support in the house. Sometimes a community group runs the house, sometimes it is the government, but whoever runs the house, they are called the service provider. You pay the service provider money to live in the house. You might also pay them money for food, bills and other services.
All right, I live in a CAU, but the big question is, do we have any rights?
Yes, you do have rights. These are written down in laws. The staff must make sure that your rights are respected in the CAU.
Wow, that's a lot. Help, Pauline.
Don't worry, Jane. I'll explain some of the rights to you. And there are people who can help you called advocates at AMIDA and lots of other advocacy groups.
This is a handy blue sheet with groups that can help. It has their phone numbers on it. And we will give you one too. Actually, I want to find out about my rights. I'm going to give AMIDA a ring. Pauline, could you tell us what some of these rights are?
Privacy rights. Sure, Jane, you have a right to privacy. Staff should knock on your door and get your permission before they enter, unless it is an emergency. Sometimes it is necessary for staff to enter your room to provide you with support, but they should still always knock and ask your permission before entering. You have a right to have your property safe and secure so that others can't take it. You have a right to wash without others looking, and even if you need staff help, they should give you as much privacy as possible. You have a right to speak to others in privacy in your own home and to use the phone without others listening in.
So can you just walk off? Thanks. She's gone now.
You have a right to get your letters unopened, but you can ask others to help you read them if you want.
I get the idea, Pauline. It's about respecting my dignity and privacy. Now, if we are not getting our privacy rights, what can we do?
Help to speak up. You can ring one of the groups on the blue sheet. You have a right to see a community visitor or speak to them when they visit. Or you can speak up for your rights yourself. Just politely tell staff what privacy you want. If you still don't get your privacy, just ring someone on the blue sheet and they can help you speak up for your privacy rights.
For problems with privacy, you can ring AMIDA.
Feeling safe in your own home. You have a right to be treated with dignity and respect, Jane. No one should yell at you or be rough with you or hit you. If anybody is rough with you, ring someone on the blue sheet or the police. It's okay to complain.
Thanks, Pauline. It's important things to think about.
It's okay to complain.
Someone told me I can complain if I'm not happy about something in my house. Is that right?
Yes, Jane, you have a right to complain if you have a problem or something is upsetting you in your home. The service provider must tell you who to complain to and the steps you must take. They must have these steps written down and explain them to you in a way that you can understand.
Well, I'd like to complain, but I wish I had someone to help me do it. Can anyone help me with complaints?
Yes, Jane, you can ring an advocacy agency on the blue sheet. You can also ring the Disability Services Commissioner. They can look into your complaint and help you sort it out and make sure that you are listened to. If you can't call yourself, you can ask someone you trust to call on your behalf.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You really should remember it's okay to complain. I love learning about my rights, Pauline, but tell us more.
Your freedom. Okay, Jane, you have the right to come and go freely and eat and drink what you like, unless you have a treatment plan or behaviour plan that limits these rights. If someone else you live with has their freedom limited by this kind of plan, the service provider must make sure that your freedom is not limited too much. They must balance your rights with the safety of other residents. If you are not allowed to come and go freely, you can complain to the service provider, and if you're still not happy, ring a MIDA or somebody on the blue sheet.
I've been trying to get fit. Can I ask staff for some help to get fit?
Yes, Jane, you have a right to a say in all the decisions that affect you in the house, like what you eat and what activities you do, and staff should assist you to go out into the community and do the things you like.
Pauline, I've got a dripping tap. I'm not sure if I have to fix this.
Household repairs. The service provider has to keep the house, the furniture and any equipment they provide in good repair, and they have to fix things properly and quickly. If you damage something on purpose, you have to tell the house staff and you may have to pay something for it. If things aren't getting fixed in your house, you can complain to the service provider, and if you're still not happy, you can ring an advocate on the blue sheet.
I wish I had all these rights written down in plain English and explained to me.
Well, Jane, your service provider must give you information on your rights, your responsibilities, and a residential statement that tells you the service they'll provide and the cost. And they must give this information to you in a way that you're most likely to understand. They also have to give this information to a support person if you want, like a family member, a friend, an advocate, or a guardian. Is this house my home?
Wow, I have my own key to my own house. Can I ever be told to leave my own home?
It is your home, Jane, but there are times when you might be asked to leave for a short time or forever. This could happen if renovations were being done, or the house was being sold, or it could be because you're not safe or you're doing something that means somebody else isn't safe. If you are asked to move from your home, you should ring someone on the blue sheet.
That's a good idea. Remember, if you're not happy with something in your house, ring someone on the blue sheet or ask someone you trust to help you sort it out.
Decisions that affect you. You have a right to have a say in decisions that affect you in your home, like activities, house rules, and even new people moving into your home. This is called consumer participation.
Yeah, this is called consumer participation.
It would be good if you had a say in who worked in your house, and if you are ever unhappy about staff, you always have a right to complain.
Guess what? I've been told my friend is not allowed to come over this weekend. I've complained about it to the house staff, but they still say no. I'm not happy about this. I'm going to ring a MIDA. Hi, Pauline. I've got a complaint I have about my CAU. I'm not allowed to have her over for the weekend. I'm not. So what can I do about it?
You have a right to have visitors of your choice come to your home as long as you don't disturb other residents. So let's talk about what we could do to make sure you're getting your rights.
Well, an advocate is going to come and sort it out with me.
In the end, we all have rights.
The most important message in this video is that you do have rights. If you're not getting your rights, tell house staff you want to complain. It's okay to complain, and the service provider must listen and make sure you get your rights. If you have any worries at all, ring the numbers on this blue sheet. Well, I'm off to the movies now. See you later.